Do do. There can be no mistakes then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leah's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed chocobo breeding. I am sorry to say the individual in question is likely to be a citizen of my native Isgard. There you see is the bloodline of Orinos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Isgardian stable. Many a man in their homelands would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. What do you chuckle for, Luke, a lot? If the egg thief from Ishgard, like you say, why do you go running off towards Temtara Greencroft unless I've got my mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction? Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail or rather, why of it. It's not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, or wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our bears, Temu, but our daring do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of the things to you. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in it. Time to go run this way, and this way, and this way, and this way, and sprint. Go. There. Be plenty of things to kill on the way, I have caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Cooper. This egg belongs to Luke Quaylot. Who in the Lone's bloody fury are you? Ah, those tops at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmers and hireling, and bring me that damn egg. And duty complete. Google. Thank you, Cooper. What's that, Cooper? How did I come to be out here? Ah well, this egg here is layers. Layers is... Yeah, okay. Oh well, this egg here is layers. Layers is a very special coloured chocolate, in case you didn't know. Anyway, was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Cooper. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Luke Quaylot will be very happy to see you, Cooper. No. Let's got a bag. Yes. No. You have the exit. It is safe. You have the exit. Is it safe? Oh, my friend. Failing at English. Failing at language I'm supposed to speak well. Yeah. Yes, it has the right colouring, the right weight. It's most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Temu. 'Tis good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not in fact make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered our unlikely saviour before, Kiefer? Could it be one of them saved me back when the calamity struck? I was in part of the woods, what we now call the Standing Corpse, that day. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yarn in front of me for all the smoke. We nigh given up hope I had. Then all of a sudden a Moogle appeared out of nowhere, tugs at me smouldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the woods where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mount. Seems like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible, it may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. We'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Temu, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Lucley a lot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Layer's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude, and yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. And that's going to go into that slot. And update, and that's a good one, and you get some paint. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter, one of great importance, I fear. Of late I have noticed that Ixali dirigibles have been appearing over the Twelveswood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they choose to fly, the patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when first I came to Coridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelveswoods. And it was that which set me to thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I have committed the details of my sight to parchment and would ask that you deliver the documents to Mother Bione. Please make all haste. I have all irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Gonna be. Oh yeah. Then. Thank you. Hello there, Temu. Word of your tireless efforts at Bent Branch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have not put the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luke, lad. I'll hand it over. I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, temu. Suffice to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. I'm ready right now if you need. Equip, update, let go. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on Luculot's observations, the Ixal have designs on the Guardian tree, and they mean to act soon. Failing sometimes. Really? The tree is the oldest living thing in the ancient forest, and it is held sacred by the ever forest-born Gridanians. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensure. There isn't much time, we must act quickly. temu, please see this letter to the hand of the Warlord Lewin, at the seat of the first boat in Quiver's Hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, temu. Okay. No problem. I've got to go over there anyway. I need to pick up violators will be shot. I feel it. Okay, remake. Accept. Welcome back, temu. I trust you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As I mentioned when last we spoke, you will train under Silvieri's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. Ineffable. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. How could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the Wildwood. Alizen. The essence of this art to read one's enemy has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight when you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intention at a glance? No. And can you such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It is only out of respect of Lucian that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shore and seek out their targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, yet the trial set by my colleagues did not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden. In the midst of the regions rife with savage beasts, they will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past its bestial guardians prior to taking aim, a feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Perhaps you were thinking that the Mikote set you a similar task. You are wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristic. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it meant to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you feel. You're a nice person. Really, really nice. I like you. An urgent message from Mother Mione. Very well, you may enter. Go in. Need to go in. So you are Temu Longstrider, the adventurer of whom I have heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. Mione has informed me of the Ixal you say. Speak freely, you have both my ears. Hand it over. Hand over the letter. Matron for fiend. They mean to defile the Guardian Tree? For nothing, I swear those filthy bedmen will not touch it. Nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12 help me, how can it be that neither the wood whalers nor the guardian quiver can caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary, the incursion may be more than it seems. I would that the warrior of light were still with us, but this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Mione that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to investigate. My lord! What is it? It's the Ixal, sir. The Ixal have amassed at the Guardian Tree. Already? Bloody hells! Temu, Mione, believe you capable, and I can think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid us in the defence of the Guardian Tree. Let's go this way and that way and in here and over here and where do I want to go? Map. Which one don't do that? Violators will be shop. It's over here. Will be shot. I've got that. Yeah. No. I ran there to get that one time. I know. It was hindsight, really. Gotta plan ahead on this place. Let's go. And that way. In this way. And that way. In this way. And that way. And over here. Two there. One there, one there. One and two. And one. And a 2. And a 3. On this way. Running straight through a group of people is not exactly the most wisest decision to do. It's kinda stupid. And that's that done. Report till Sylvie Airy. Yeah, then no. I've got 2,523 gil. I think I can afford to warp. Damn, you're a big boy. Damn. Okay, yo. So you have returned a passage performance for an adventurer, but the bare minimum for any archer. I carry with me generations of wildwood tradition, a tradition built upon the bones of many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold their enemies at a distance, to protect the weak. All of it, everything was, this is a wasted time, you cannot understand. But if you are so intent upon following the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. Elixir scouts have been sighted near the river west of Etat's Spire, and unless you are entirely ignorant of Gridanian history, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter, it is the leader, Nezul Catalan the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded, yet he stands upon hostile grounds, with bad men and not walls for protection. If you are diligent and determined, you can slip through their defences and slay their leader. This is the art of Gridanian archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and the fight will be short. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take as proof of your commitment to it, and labour no further, no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. Which ones are the one to go out? Oh. Central Shroud on it. Nope, no Shroud. Yep, which is the Yellow Serpent Gate. Yellow Serpent Gate. Maybe I'll go that way. Oh, and round. Oh, can I go from there? One way to do it. Follow this path. Earth of Blue. One to Earth of Red. Yeah, that way. Squawk! Venomous bite and that and... Report to Silvieri. Return. Get on, I'm running there when I could have just teleported from there to there and we're doing quicker.